Hey guys, welcome to another video by yours truly Val, and I am very excited to bring you a video. As always guys, always excited to talk to you. I'm talking to you today about something that is happening for me right now, and that is fasting. I have decided to participate in the month of fasting in the Muslim calendar known as Ramadan. So that is 30 days of intermittent fasting, dry fasting specifically. You are not allowed to drink water throughout the day. So from 4:30 today, I did not drink any water. I woke up at 3:30 so that I could eat something, drink some water, and then basically go back to bed for a bit before, waking up and carrying on the day. No water, no food. Okay, and I have made personally a goal for myself: no social media for entertainment's sake. So if I'm consuming social media, that is off the table during the day. For me, if I am producing content, that's a completely different story, because creation versus consumption, need I say more, So some of you out there may be saying, but Val, are you a Muslim? And I have to say, no guys, I really am not a Muslim, but I have decided to participate this year. I did participate back in 2022, but I feel like the way I was going about it in 2022 was coming from a much more forceful place. I didn't really have an express reason as to why I was doing it like I do now. This for me is a month where I'm going to really set my intentions for the year, so that this month of fasting really intensifies that setting of intentions, and also dropping off social media, guys. That level of social media consumption, not like I'm doing so much of it, but it is still getting in the way of me being a better creator, a better content creator, and a better creator in general, being more creative in my own life, because you're filling your head with the creations of other people, and to be creative, you really need to be in that open state, with not too much bouncing around your head. So that is my intention for this. Although it's going to be a bit of a challenge, guys, because my job involves a lot of talking, my mouth is going to be very dry. Right now, my mouth is feeling pretty damn dry. And I'm going to be, making content still, making a video daily. I'm also going to be, engaged in my job. My job is hospitality. I am going to be constantly talking to customers and to my staff. So that's going to be happening. And it's just going to be, it's going to be challenging, but that's what it's supposed to be, guys. It's supposed to be challenging. But rather than coming at it from a forceful energy, like, I can't eat, like, you should be coming at it from a more relaxed place, a nice open place, because that's when you're going to receive the wisdom of this period of time, right? I think if you're in that stressed out state because you're not eating or drinking, then you're causing yourself probably more damage than good, because you're not in the correct mind state for it. The stress is going to undo all the physical, mental, and spiritual benefits that you'll incur. So whilst I'm here, I also want to be talking about, I guess, the physical, mental, and spiritual benefits. On a physical level, guys, this gives our digestive system and our system in general a chance to really take a break, because we're going to be digesting less food. There's some people, okay, and I'm sure many people out there, when they break fast, they go all out, they eat massive meals at the end of the day. That is not my intention. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm actually genuinely trying to reduce the amount of food that I would have eaten. So that's going to be interesting for me. That's going to be really interesting. It's not something like the last time I did it, I was definitely eating a lot in the morning, a lot at night, just not coming at it from the right mindset. I really want to reduce my consumption of like everything whilst I'm in this. So giving my digestive system a break, giving my body a break, that is what's really important to me. And then on a mental level, guys, we're not digesting a lot of food, and digestion takes a lot of energy for us, right? And especially if we're consuming a lot of carbohydrates. that digestion is going to lead to some sort of sugar crash. Okay, so that's going to give us brain fog. That's going to make us tired. When you're doing a fast such as this, you do end up becoming a lot more focused. So you get this sort of like laser focus feeling, because you're not going up and down. There's not a sugar spike and then a crash. Not a caffeine. I'm not drinking caffeine during this month either, because you'll get dehydrated if you drink caffeine, because as you know, you pee a lot more when you drink caffeine. So no caffeine for an entire month. So that's going to be its own benefit. So no jitteriness that's going to come up with the caffeine and the crashes associated with that. And none of those sugar spikes, as I spoke of. So my mental acuity is probably going to be better. I want to therefore use that mental acuity to start work on some of the projects that I've been really looking to start work on. I don't have anything to distract myself, especially if I've said to myself, hey, no social media for entertainment during the day. I'm going to be able to get a lot more work done. And then we're going to just talk about the spiritual benefits. So what are the spiritual benefits? Well, the spiritual benefits really are what's symbolic to you, right? So it makes you appreciate the little things in life. Back in hunter-gatherer days, it was never assured that you were going to be able to have a drink on every single day. It was never assured that you were going to eat on every single day, guys. Now we have been blessed by modern society. We have shelter, we have food, we have water, basically on our beck and call. I'm not speaking for everyone out there, but modern society has really assured us that at least it's available for us, right? You got the money, you can actually buy it. Sometimes you have boreholes, we got streams, we have all these things. It's much easier. We're not worried constantly about being attacked by rival tribes and wild animals. So we're much safer. It makes us appreciate these things such as food and water, things that are just become staples and basics in our every single lives. Bottled water, bottled clean water that's not going to give you diseases. That is pretty insane, guys. Sure, it's probably in plastic and you're getting a bunch of microplastics, but in general, you can get water on a pretty regular basis, guys. So we need to be grateful for that. And I will definitely feel grateful for that, because you don't actually realize how much you can distract yourself even by the act of drinking water. I feel like a lot of us actually drink too much water. And this will make me more mindful, and anyone who tries it out, more mindful of the amount of water that they're consuming. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, you must consume 2 to 3 liters of water a day. But if it's just plain water, that can actually leave you more dehydrated than if you were just to drink like 1, because there's not enough like salt and minerals in it. A lot of the water we have is purified, so it's not like mineral water and all that. Yeah, so giving something up, guys, allows you to really appreciate that thing. And in this case as well, giving something up like social media allows me to really appreciate the fact that at beck and call, I have entertainment on my phone. That's something that many of us actually take for granted. Before, we'd have to be bored and bored and bored and bored. And maybe that was preferable. But in general, I would like to lower my social media consumption. So that is the spiritual benefit. It's the ability, the chance to give something up, to either start appreciating it more or reducing the amount of time that you spend consuming that thing. So those are, in short, the benefits that I'm hoping to receive, and I will definitely receive during this period of fasting, guys. And it's not always going to be easy, guys. Definitely not always going to be easy. I already feel it is a bit challenging, especially with the dryness in my mouth. But guess what, guys? I'm going to push through it anyways. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm not going to have the chance to distract myself over the next month like I have been distracting myself. So if you guys are feeling encouraged by this, I'm not saying maybe do Ramadan, but consider the act of fasting, even dry fasting intermittently from sunrise to sunset. Maybe join for a few of the days and just see how much more appreciative and grateful you are of these little things. I will be documenting my journey in Ramadan, and then probably once the month is done, I will put out the video of like what has been going on for me, like my meals throughout the day, and yeah, it's just going to be an interesting time. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining me in this video. As always, this is Val, and yeah, enjoy your Ramadan if that's what you're practicing, and try give something up. You know, Catholics do Lent as well, so give it a shot.